one thing, and I need you to understand this. Your friend group is you. If all your friends around you are insecure, you're gonna also be part of them. And you're not gonna be able to get out of that insecurity. I also had like lots of like female family members. They're like, oh, love is just not for me. Oh, men are not good to me. Oh, I never find a good man. Honey, you will not find a good man. Look how you're talking. This is what you're constantly telling yourself. I will never find a good man. Love is not for me. You're repeating these affirmations in your head. How will your reality look then? Of course you will attract bad men. Of course you will not attract love. You're not even open to attract love. I don't go into places thinking, oh my God, I hope they will like me, whatever. I don't care. I don't care. I like myself. Everywhere I walk into, I like myself. You should be such a powerful woman that you influence the room and not adapt to it. You should have your set value. When a man cannot meet that value, you do not go down in order to get him. I saw this quote somewhere and it said, what is this person giving you that you're willing to betray yourself for it? What are you guys getting out of these relationships?
Another thing is confidence. Listen, you can be the most gorgeous person on earth. You can be like the insanely beautiful model, whatever. If you're gonna walk inside of the room looking like this, no one is gonna find you attractive. That's why I think it's very foolish to think of like, oh, why did they do that? I would have never expected them to do that. Oh, why didn't that job hire me? I didn't expect that. You didn't know them. You didn't know that person. You had a perception of them in your head, but that perception is not them. That's your experience with that person. That is not that person.
You should be so powerful. When you walk into a room, that room becomes more valuable because they have you in it.
If you're all day just eating and eating and eating, you have no life, okay? You need to find a life. Like, why is it that you have so much time to eat constantly? And why is it that when you eat that you cannot stop eating? That is clearly that there's something else you're trying to fill. It's not about the food. You give up once you feel like, oh, this got uncomfortable. Oh, this is too much for me. If you give up right there, you'll be right back where you started. And we want to move, honey. Stop abusing yourself by being in the same circle that you don't like. Stop abusing yourself by being the same person that you don't like. Look into the mirror, honey. We don't have anyone to blame. You don't have anyone to blame. When you look in the mirror, you can't even say, oh, you're beautiful. But when you see someone else, oh, you're the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in the world. Honey, how do you talk about yourself?
Don't allow anyone and everyone to get close to you or to get to know you. It's actually a luxury to know you. That's how you have to think about yourself.
Realize that nobody cares if you're lazy. You know what lazy people are? They're the forgotten ones. People that don't want to do anything with their lives, they will always just end up on the sideline. Everybody has problems. Nobody cares about your victim mindset and about how life was hard for you and how unfair it is. It's unfair to everyone, okay? To everyone. You need to get the mindset out of your head that wealthy or provider men want to control you. If you think those men want to control you, then try dating a broke guy. Those men have no money, but they have audacity. One thing in life that broke men have is audacity. At the end of the day, when you're older and you can look back at your life, at least make sure you look back at a life that was worth living. Look back at it and say like, yeah, I was that girl. I was that girl.
The one reason why I always wanted to be the best version, always wanted to accomplish the most things that I can, was because I was so afraid of being old and looking back and regretting my life and thinking that I lived a life for someone else. That was my worst fear.
Let's be honest, most of y'all have not accepted yourself. Most of y'all have settled for a version of yourself that you don't even like. Ask to be guided. Ask for signs, ask for help from God. I promise you this works. This literally works. If they do not text you, if they do not reply to you, they can make you feel unhappy. And the same way, if they do give you attention, they can make you feel happy. But that means that you're completely powerless over yourself and over your own emotions. This can get so dangerous to a point where a person can take their own life because they're so attached to someone or so attached to a situation.
Nobody is coming to save you. And honestly, nobody's obligated to save you. Not your mom, not your sister, not your brothers, not your father. No one is. No one owes you that. You owe it to yourself to actually get up and do something about your life.
At the end of the day, when you're older and you can look back at your life, at least make sure you look back at a life that was worth living. Look back at it and say like, yeah, I was that girl. I was that girl. I'm so delusional. Listen, if you could go into my mind and if you could see what I think that I can accomplish for myself, you would call me crazy today. But the people that called me crazy before for what I have right now are all saying, oh wow, she actually did it. You should take responsibility for what happened and you should deal with that. And you should not go out and bully other people or hate on other people because you have issues. That is not my issue or anyone else's issue. That is for you to fix.
You can look yourself in the mirror and be like, you know what? Like, I don't want to be like this anymore. I don't want to hurt like this anymore. I don't want to be treated like this anymore. That's when things change and that's when things shift for you. Why? Because you shifted.
Never tell a man you have no one besides him. Listen, women think this is cute. Yeah, you're my only one in my life. I don't have any friends. I don't have any family. You're the only one. How dangerous is this? No. How dangerous is this? Because you are literally telling this guy, if you murder me tonight, if you take my life, nobody will care, nobody will know because I only have you. Keep these guys in check. And you leave when you see the big red flags. You leave, you do not stay, because this person will not get better. If in the beginning, right, you show him you can talk to me like that, down the line, what will he do? He'll become nicer? When? Where? Where has that ever happened?
So many people are afraid that you will get to know your power. So many people want to keep you under and want to keep you like little in your little cocoon so you cannot flourish. But you have to realize what your power is. You have to realize who you are. You have to realize who you are. People are afraid of you seeing your potential. That's how amazing you are. Remind yourself of the times that you have been able to get through tough situations, that you have been able to deal with problems. You guys are much stronger than you realize. Like, literally, you wake up every day, you try every day so hard. You're even watching videos like these. This means you're trying. This means you're trying to evolve. And I think that should be applauded, you know? Be proud of yourself. You have come such a long way. There were probably times in your life where you thought that you could not make it and yet you still made it. Be proud of yourself for that. Be so proud of yourself for that. The human brain loves fantasies and their life is kind of boring, you know? They're boring. So you are interesting to them. They rather fantasize about you and make you something that you're not than come to terms with their own pathetic life.